and the things that we were working on. Slow change may pull us apart when the light gets into your heart, baby. Don't you?
Hey drummers, hope you're well. Shout out to Superstar channel member Mark, who's working on this. This is the basic 2-bar phrase at the heart of the drumming from Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds, played by Mel Gaynor. It goes like this. It's a really nice little 2-bar phrase. It sounds on the record like 16th notes. Really interestingly, when Mel Gaynor played it live a little bit later on in his career, he went to playing 16th notes on the hi-hat. And I think Simple Minds drummers since then, Amazing Cherise right now, plays it as 16th on the hi-hat. On the original, it turns out it was 8th notes on the hi-hat, and it's got like a delay effect applied to the hi-hat, so it sort of sounds like 16th. So you can actually do it either way. When playing it live, I play 16th on the hi-hat like this. They both work, is the truth of it. We'll do the 8th note version first. Now, I should say I've done a full playthrough of this song where I played it at 16th, and I've done a full talk through of this drum part as well on the channel members page. I'll link to both of those below. This is just a little quick once through of the verse. If you just want to, of the verse, and in fact the groove that appears quite a lot of the way through the song, if you just want to get it going. Obviously, it doesn't have all the fills, it doesn't have all the big pushes in the intro and all that kind of stuff. Just the basic groove. One time again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now the thing is, like I always say in these videos, it depends where you're at with your drumming. If you're just starting off, I would imagine the thing that would be very challenging here is the bass drum that goes in between the hi-hats. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, that one, and 3 and 4 and. That's definitely the most trickiest one. So that's the most tricky one. So that's on the of beat 2, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Nice open hi-hat as well at the end. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. Slow it right down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Giving you. So that's definitely that bass drum, definitely the trickiest moment. Slow it right down. Age-old advice on this channel, let your hands and your feet and your brain working together. See those moments happening. Please don't say, oh, I'm struggling with this, I'm finding it hard, and I don't know why. Drummers always say that when they're learning. Unless you've got quite a bit of experience of dropping the bass drum in between the hi-hat, which you start to see at sort of grade 3, grade 4 level onwards, it is going to be very difficult to pull that out of nowhere, next to impossible to pull it out of nowhere and play it consistently. So this groove and somebody playing it well is something you would see after some period of time a drummer spent working on grooves of this nature. So if you haven't worked on grooves of this sort with a bass drum sort of dropping in between the 8th note hi-hat flow, check out another video I'll link to below that will get you started with that. Like I say, that's around the grade 3, grade 4 level. If we do it with 16ths on the hi-hat, I think the nature of the challenge changes a little bit. What's fun about this, I would say, what's good about it, when you're playing 16ths on the hi-hat, which you play as hand-to-hand, single stroke roll, 1 E and a 3 and a 3 and a 3 and a. What's cool about this is that kind of gives you a little grid. So there's no bass drums that go like in between the hi-hat. Now you're just dropping notes onto that grid. But then again, the challenge is you've got that particular funky bass drum has now got to sync up with the left hand on the hi-hat, or at least you're not lead hand, you're left hand if you're right-handed. So I'll do that a few times. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and 4 and. And last time. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay, one time again, 8th note version. 16th notes on the hi-hat version. Like I say, shout out to channel member Mark. As usual, on the channel members page, you'll get the notation and a practice along version for both the 8th notes on the hi-hat and the 16th notes on the hi-hat, which you can roll around and groove along with and slow it right down. People always go, people always message me and say, go slower, it's too fast. Well, that's the point of the channel members side of things. We give you the practice along version. You can roll it, slow it down as much as you like. It just goes round and round and round, and you practice along with it, sync yourself up with it. That's a really nice way to work, I think. And you get the notation for both those as well. I think for me, all depends how you work, but for me, visually seeing a groove has always been so helpful as well. And thanks for watching as always. I really, really appreciate it. Like I say, shout out to Mark and all the other channel members who support this channel. I appreciate it so much. Thanks to everyone who buys me a coffee on Buy Me a Coffee. I likewise appreciate that so much. If you would like to support this channel in either of those two ways, a link below. And thanks for watching. I really massively appreciate it. Please like, share and subscribe. People always ask about this drum kit whenever I do videos on this kit. This is a Drum Tech Diablo drum kit with a Roland snare drum, Roland cymbals and a Roland TD11 drum module. Thanks for watching. See you soon.